Alright, let's head into my favorite area of this game. Probably just because I'm biased towards ice. I very much like ice. Not everybody necessarily feels this way. Welcome to the Boreal Valley. Very pretty place. Why am I not wearing gloves? Oh, because my weight limit. I need to wear gloves regardless, though. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's terrible. I will put on these gloves. And I will put on the night leggings. The night leggings. I could put on the fall and night ones. They don't look that different, honestly. I'm putting on the night leggings. Where are my night leggings? Hey there. Wow, I'm a genius. That might actually free up my hands. No, not enough. Since 70 is the rolling limit, you actually have to have it on like 69.9. If it's 70.0, that's too much. Those look fine enough, I guess. Alright. Everybody always thinks there's an item over here, and even I keep instinctually checking over there even though there's nothing. There is a guard dog that protects the Boreal Valley. I kind of want to fight it and win to show off a small feature. Hello. Oh. Bad fight on my part. Let's try this again, shall we? Hello, dog. My dodging skills are not the greatest. I've only actually fought this dog a very small handful of times. So my dodging is really bad. How's your physical damage? Pretty good. My dodging needs some work. But he's got the whole Sif complex that a lot of things in this game have, where if you stand inside its hitbox, it can't hit you. If you don't fight this here, it actually shows up in a number of other places. Oh god. Stop it. Where'd you go? Oh! Ah, God. No, stab it. Oh, I killed it. I don't know if, well, let me just explain it, I guess, since I may never actually get it on camera. If you don't fully kill them in one hit like that, I shouldn't have hit it first and then stabbed it. If you do the stagger and then stab it, it usually is laying on the floor with a very small amount of health, and it sits there and tries to beg you for survival. 1 second, actually. Well, let me see if I can find some of that. Never mind. I'll see if I can find it later, I guess. Anyway, welcome to the Boreal Valley proper. Population, Pontiff Knights. I believe they're called Pontiffs. Yeah. Pontiff Knights, and the Pontiff himself. These people have curving attacks. Actually, let me get this, and let me cut the footage here. Alrighty then. They have very long attack strings, in case you couldn't tell. They can be backstabbed, I'm just bad right now. They also throw these at you, which do magic damage. Their swords have frostbite because they're Irithyll people. These ones aren't the tough ones. These ones are chumps. When the tough ones come, I'm probably just gonna run past them because I don't want to show a death montage in the same spot for 20 minutes. As much fun as that would be. Excuse me. Pardon me. Don't think, yeah, there's no items over there. These guys have a chance of dropping their claymores. They're just normal claymores. So if you hadn't gotten one from the starting area and you don't want to fight the dragon for whatever reason, you don't want to zerg through to get one manually, you can just fight these guys and get their claymores. There's a crystal lizard to the left over there. It may be said that this may be going against the spirit of what Dark Souls is supposed to be. Oh, you're supposed to fight the enemies. I've fought these enemies plenty of times, for one, and for two. You only need to fight them if you want to get the souls. That's Proof of Concord Capped, which is the Moonlight Dark Sword of the Moon Covenant turn-in item. The blue Dark Moon they're good people. They're the other people that answer the Way of the Blues calling, so yeah. Anyway, since I don't need extra souls, and I don't need to spend an hour in one area, it seems kind of silly. Dark Moon, that's the one. Dark Moon Covenant. There are invisible enemies here that you can only see their eyes until you get very close to them, and then they can go back to being invisible. The way that you keep them to stay uninvisible is you put a torch on them. I see the other one went back to being invisible after a while. I think if I put it away it should go back, but maybe not. So that's the basic two uses the torch has in this game, unless you count lighting up areas, which is entirely aesthetic. There is no physical difference to an area with it being lit up or not lit up. But in terms of interactions with other creatures in the game, you would think that these guys would hate fire or something. But they don't. There are no enemies in this game like there were in Dark Souls 2 that just shy away from fire, like the spiders and those, I don't remember what they're called, shadow lurkers or whatever, the dudes that they hate fire, the guys with the big huge arms, the creepy dudes. You'd know them if you saw them. For the sake of aesthetics, I'll go ahead and run through this area with a torch. I forget what that is, but something tells me it's a decent item. It's guarded by 2 dogs, or 3 dogs. 2 dogs. I never healed. Alright. It's a really good job on my part. Forgetting that my character has a health stat. keep saying how easy this game is and then getting destroyed by nothing. Stupid dogs with the janky hitboxes on the slightly uneven footing that's uneven by about a degree. I thought there was a dude here, but I guess not. Oh, 3 dogs. You'd think dogs would hate fire too, because that's usually a common theme. Oh, wolves don't like fire, you know. But I guess in this it's whether or not your weapon has the fire stat on it, rather than do you have a torch. So the look of the light doesn't upset them. What upsets them is being smacked by the torch. And that's only if they have a fire weakness. Thanks. This area is very dark. It's kind of similar to a later area in the game, where if you have a torch, it just helps you aesthetically. But if you know the bounding boxes, you don't need a torch. But for those of you who are watching or not playing, then I should probably show off the area for you guys. Because it doesn't help you that I know where I'm going and running through the dark. The main concern that you have with these guys is they can grab you. Grab does significant damage. I don't even think they climb ladders. Okay, they climb ladders. The torch is a weird item, since it counts as a shield, but it has a secondary out of an attack. So this... Oh, excuse me. Anyway, this makes me wonder if there are any other swords with just a normal, like, swing for an attack. So I'm wondering if I should, I don't have the spiked shield. Never mind. I'll figure that out later, I guess. There's that shriving stone that I just got. And then there's a chest up here. Guarded by these crude dudes with food. There was a chest up here, right? I thought there was. I guess not. I guess I'm just weird. No, there's a chest down there, probably. Whatever. It must not be anything terribly important because I'm not remembering what it is. And again, you can basically complete this game like every other Dark Souls game as a level 1 with just the gear that you can equip at that level. So 99% of this stuff is optional. It's just you have to be able to kill the bosses. Which I can, quote-unquote, do. I say can. Although you've seen I'm not the most competent in the world. I should go back. But first I'm going to get... How many souls do I have? 12k. Mm. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get this bonfire first, and then I'll go back. There's a thing that I need to do. A certain annoying prick I never want to see the ugly face of again, and I don't want to spend the money to buy the equipment of.
Hello.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11.5, and then the shoes. Yeah, no.
Can't find anything weird.
How about this? I'm going to buy a shuttle, and you can sit and spin.
What's happened, friend? God's I need something. Well, now it's my turn. Nobody can crack me. Ow.
Hey, it's the fabled front stab. Unbreakable, my butthole. I literally staggered you and gave you a front stab. How is that unbreakable? Also, your shield is terrible. It's one of the worst great shields in the game. If not the worst. Oh, well, that's a shame. You're out of Estus. Why is my frame rate tanking so hard? It's like, oh, you're fighting patches. You don't need frame rate.
Why me? Why me?
You will not be missed. All kind of good stuff. I don't remember what that ring does. Oh, it lets you kick better. That's pretty good.
Looks very well lit. Farewell, Agnes.
There's a certain friend I need to go visit. I've also missed an NPC and can no longer get invaded by them. It was Longfinger Kirk. If you actually care, he is the Knight of Thorns.
Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Anyone at all?
And you can go look him up because he will not be featured in this playthrough. He's not been featured in any of my games so far. I don't know. The first time through I just didn't get him, and the next couple of times through it just slipped my mind, I guess.
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katarina.
Hello, Siegfried.
I've never submitted, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my arm. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
I did.
Oh, my armor. Deepest gratitude. I'll Katarina salute you. With my justice, I'll be out of here in a jiffy.
Not sure how that works.
Till we meet again, comrade.
You can actually get a cutscene where Patches is using Siegfried's armor to impersonate him as he tries to trick you into going off of a thing. Anyway. Back to the Irithyll Valley. Now that we're back here, you get to see arguably the most scary thing in the game. Also, if you hadn't fought the dog in the earlier part, it comes down here and fights you in the water. So it's a good idea to get it out of the way while you can. I don't know if it has a separate drop that would only drop down here. I haven't experimented that far. This place is the worst. This is also the place that Greirat usually dies if you send him out again. And if he's dead, he'll be over here in this corner where there are these three that are just looking at nothing. They'll be looking at his corpse. They do not aggro unless you attack them. The rest of them are hostile. Now we re-meet with our good friend of ours. I never have to see those horrifying creatures again.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegfried of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude and a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours.
What? There we go.
I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Estus soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast. To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine.
And then you get a free drink of Estus. You know, He does have a mustache.
Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the profaned capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap.
That sounds
The
miraculous.
only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
So if you somehow hadn't gotten the sleep emote yet, you can get it here. Although it's baffling to think that you would be able to come here, have him be here, without having encountered him in the first area. Also, this area is bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. It's over there. Don't know what castle that is. That's the maiden in the painting in Dark Souls 2 that would curse you, and in Dark Souls 1, I believe, as well. That's Guinevere? Guinevere? Yeah. And this is a Silver Knight, which is a unique enemy, as is the one above me with a great bow. They behave as Black Knights. They are, however, stronger and have better armor. So I'd recommend getting backstabs on them if you can. These are the only two Silver Knights I know of that do not respawn. Goodness gracious. Of course. I swear those creatures downstairs are like the ring girl made babies with a centipede. Well then. Guess I'll just be on my way then. Oh, and there's a third one. I forgot about this one. Ouch. It's okay, I just have this giant piece of metal through my head. No big deal, right? I just wanted to open the chest. Head up to here with your shit. Head up to here with you. Bring it on, tin can. He doesn't enjoy being backstabbed, as you can tell. Alright, one down. There's a set I forgot. Oh well. Oof. Good job, me. Oof. You know, you'd think with these would be doors or something. Also, I like how those pots contain, they're supposed to contain water, but since we're in a frozen place, they contain ice, basically. Also, to note, if you weren't paying attention, I just picked this up. Anyone who's played Dark Souls 1, or seen a video of mine from a while back, will get the reference. I'm trying to remember if there is a, ooh. What I was trying to say is I don't remember if there are any illusory walls in this place. I don't think there are. And those doors are not doors. They're windows, I guess. So I wonder if this is just supposed to be like wintertime, or... Oh wait, we're in the Boreal Valley. Derp. Then I guess the main question is, why is this castle here? Why is this castle in the middle of the Boreal Valley? This castle guarded by Silver Knights, which are supposed to be in Anor Londo. And these pictures of Guinevere and the Queen. If you don't know, Guinevere is the daughter of Gwyn, and Gwyn was the first Lord of Cinder. This area sucks. Like, this particular stretch just sucks. It's a lie. Unless, you know. Because the problem here is there are invisible mages that cast bolts at you while you're being attacked by dogs who have the height advantage so they can jump over your shield. I think the problem is they were Bloodborne dogs, so they weren't properly calibrated to be defended against. That guy's a mage, he just wasn't standing, and I got really lucky right there, right then. Bad dogs. Alright. That's over there is the bonfire. This is the shortcut to the area boss. I'm unlocking this for now, but I'm actually going to go the other path bipolar as it seems, I'm not really in the mood to go to the area after the Pontiff right now. I think it has more oomph than the next area that I'm going to be going to. So I'm going to go this way instead. So if you are human while you run through here, there is an invader that you can fight, which gets you a certain sword that belonged to a certain NPC in Dark Souls 1. And as a curved great sword that has bleed damage. Now that I'm getting a decent amount of souls, I might actually go back and pick up one of the sets that are laying in the Handmaiden's shop. Just for the sake of having a change of clothes, because as lovely as this as ooh. As lovely as this set is, I'm getting a little bit tired of it. But I would like some more armor. And this is the next area where you would be meeting Sequard. I'm going to be taking a short break though.